Okay, we're going to start learning how to write styles in Imba. And this is one of my favorite topics because I find writing styles in Imba is the best way to write CSS. So we'll start by adding a CSS file, include it into our HTML template, add a bunch of classes and IDs everywhere, and then write selectors that reference those. Right? No, of course not. It's much easier than that to write styles in Imba. And there's a lot to the styling system in Imba, but we're going to start with just the basics, which will be inline styles. Now, you may have heard that inline styles are evil and that you should never use them, but that's not quite true, especially within a component-based framework like Imba, and especially as you're prototyping and starting to build up your tags. Okay, so I've actually removed some of the basic styles that I had in our index.html file. So now we don't have any styles, and we're going to add some of them back in. So to create an inline style on this label tag, for example, we use square brackets. You just put square brackets anywhere within the tag here after the tag name, and then we can write the styles inside here. So I'll start with display flex, and that will bring these onto the same line. Line item center, gap 10 pixels, maybe 5 pixels. Okay, and you'll notice a couple things about the styling syntax here. First is that it's pretty much the same as regular CSS, but you'll notice a big difference here is that the semicolons are optional, even when everything's on the same line. So you can leave those off, and we almost always do that. Okay, now let's add some styling to habit group. So I want you to do this, so I'm going to paste in a challenge prompt for you. And what I want you to do is to convert the styles below into Imba syntax as an inline style on the self tag right here. So change this block of CSS into Imba syntax. You can follow how I did it in the example up here on habit item. Go ahead and try that. Okay, so to do that, we'll put these square brackets on the self tag here. Background color EEE, padding 10 pixels, border radius 5 pixels, border 1 pixel solid CCC. Great, so that worked well, but this style is a bit long, right? We don't want to write our styles in this huge long line. You could break this onto multiple lines doing something like this, but I'm actually going to show you another way to save space with this kind of a style in the next lesson.